Hi, welcome to Rev Sports. This is Ishan along with Shomik and Bharat. Day one of the second round of the Dilip Trophy is officially over. Fascinating day of cricket. India B versus India C and India A versus India D. We'll have to first talk about India B versus India C here because what a fantastic innings by Ishan Kishan. Shomik, I'll start off with you. I think he's been the standout performer from both these games today. Fantastic 100, announcing his return into first class cricket with style. What did you make of this innings, and what do you think it will do for his confidence?
Yeah, Ishan. First of all, personally, I am very happy for Ishan in the sense that I know the boy well since his formative years, and contrary to the common perception, he is a very nice kid. Basically, he is a very selfless cricketer to start with, and when he was the Jharkhand captain, the way he handled the team in a very selfless way, he is a very nice boy. Sometimes some perception comes in because we don't know what's been happening behind the scenes. So
Hmm.
he came out, walked out of the South Africa tour last year because of reasons not related to cricket. And we in India are not that much of, unlike West, we are not that much um, in terms of awareness and everything that mental health issue. When a Ben Stokes takes a break for a mental health thing, then he gets a wholehearted support. But here we have a tendency to take things with a pinch of salt. But see, the BCCI doesn't bear a grudge. During the IPL, also you have seen everyone has seen how Jaisha was interacting with Ishan, and now he is coming back to the fold. He has lost his central contract, but now he is coming back to the fold, and it's fantastic. And I mean, it's two uh, two contrasting two contrasting innings we have seen today. One is Ishan's blitzkrieg, and one is the graft of Baba Indrajith. Baba
Yeah.
Indrajith will come later because he was tenacious, but Ishan is like that. He plays that way, and someone who has a double hundred, albeit in a white ball cricket in international cricket, he is a serious talent. So from that point of view, Ishan scoring 100 on his red ball comeback is will augur well overall for Indian cricket.
100% Shobhak. I completely agree with you. I think it was completely, we all. Yeah, sorry. I think there was an echo. Yes. I think all of us were expecting this, and I think all of us as a country and even the domestic fraternity will be glad to see this performance. Bharat, you mentioned Baba Indrajit in the pre-show as well. Good knock by him. He would like to go on and get that 100. He played a supporting role to Ishan as well. But a solid 78. What did you make out of that innings?
Yeah, over the last two seasons, he's been averaging 55, 60. Even when I took his interview a couple of times, here is one cricketer who is in his own zone. He's like, even if he's on 2 or 50 balls, I don't think anything really phases him. He kind of goes under the radar
Hmm.
because he has great temperament. See, it's not just about technique; it's not just about having the shots. If you look at his some of the innings he has played, even if he's as he started slowly, nothing really seems to phase him or is unperturbed. He keeps going on. That's his greatest strength, and that is how I think he has played today as well. He's a very good player of spin as well. He reminds, in terms of how he plays spin, reminds me a little bit of Cheteshwar Pujara from another time. So
Yeah.
good for him, and hopefully somewhere he will get a chance to play for India as well.
Hopefully, yeah, I think you're right. One of the talents that possibly goes unnoticed and should be noticed more often. Shomik, Ruturaj Gaikwad left the field. In the first two deliveries of the game, he's come out to bat right now. He's still batting. The game's still going on. It'll end in a few minutes. He's on 42, which is good sign. Initially he left the field because there's the injury scare. He's come out to bat. India C is in a good position at the moment, 353 for 5. So, what do you make of this total, and what do you think of Gaikwad's strong fight back from that injury blow?
It's a very comfortable position to build something as far as the total is concerned, and as for Rituraj Gaikwad, I mean, it goes to show that the injury was not serious. After some treatment, he has come back, so which is very good. No one months delayed to pick up an injury, which is very unfortunate. Any injury is an unfortunate event. And Rituraj is one of those players. I mean, he is one of those. He has always been on the fringes. And Rituraj, he is someone. He is someone who will. I mean, when you look at the future of Indian batting, Rituraj is someone you should keep an eye on. I mean, I still remember Mr. Srinivasan and Srinivasan telling me 4 5 years ago, in the first season when they had Rituraj, and he was yet to make a mark in the IPL, that we have got a serious talent in our disposal. Mr. Srinivasan, who had an eye for talent, being a great administrator. So that Mr. Srinivasan told me. So, and he has proved his mettle in the IPL. He has proved his mettle in domestic cricket, and whatever international cricket he has played, he never looked out of place. So he is a batsman for the future, and it's good that the injury is not serious. He has returned to batting. I hope he will continue and will get a big score.
Yeah, I think it's good news. I think all of us would be a little bit worried, but he's managed to come back and get some runs on the board, which is what his team needed. Bharat, before we move on to India A versus India D, let's just talk about that bowling lineup and that bowling display actually from the India B team. Mukesh Kumar picked up 3 wickets, Saini picked up one, and Rahul Chahar picked up one. The rest of them have not picked up a wicket. They couldn't break that partnership in between. Was there a little slack in your opinion?
Not sure about that, but I guess the main thing is I think they missed a third seamer on day one somewhere in Anandpur. You don't expect a lot in it for spinners. Even a class spinner like Saurabh Kumar, obviously it was in the other game, but even a class spinner like Saurabh Kumar took only one wicket. Whatever I saw of his bowling, there's nothing in it for him. It kept trying, experimented so much, and then he got a wicket. So I'm not too sure there was much in it for spinners. I think they really missed a front line third seamer. Nitish Reddy is good as a fourth seamer. He swings it a bit. Balls at about 128, 130 kilometers per hour. Not sure he's the third seamer in that side. So somewhere they missed Yash Dayal services. He was going round the wicket in here at Chinnaswamy and getting a few to straighten as a variation. I think they missed his bowling somewhere.
Yes. All right. All right. We'll move on to the second game here. India A versus India D. Shomik, there's a term in Mumbai cricket that they produce khadus cricketers, and Shams Mulani, again another cricketer who possibly goes unnoticed, but is playing a fantastic knock at the moment. 88, not out. The rest of the team almost collapsed, and Shams Mulani and Tanush Kotin came together, built that partnership, and Mulani is still batting. So, talk about Shams Mulani. What do you feel of this player? Do you think he has potential to go on and play?
See, I mean, as you mentioned, you have rightly mentioned the Kadus. I mean, the Kadus in him, and don't forget, he is a byproduct of the Bombay School of Cricket, Shams Mulani. So that fighting spirit would always be there, and there is a reason why Bombay have won the Ranji Trophy so many times, because the majority of their players revel under pressure. So when the chips are down, I mean, they come up. They come up with special performances. That's how Bombay have been so very successful in domestic cricket. And this guy is a byproduct of that. So from that point of view, it's never over until it is over. And there is another saying in Bombay cricket that you are not out until you are out. That's what I mean. I tell you a story about Praveen Amre. Praveen Amre, when he was coming up, I mean, people used to the purists used to snigger about his technique, that he didn't have the right technique. What is coveted in Bombay cricket. But one day he went to Sunil Gavaskar's office at Midlands. Praveen Amre put in a sleep and waited for his turn. Then the door opened and Sunil Gavaskar invited him to his chamber. And Sunil Gavaskar told him what's the issue. So he very sheepishly, Amre told the master that this is the thing people are talking about, that I am not technically I am not good enough to play international cricket. So Gavaskar, the master technician, told him, see, two things. Number one, you are not out until you are out. And the right technique is the way you have been scoring runs. It's there is
Mm.
no hard and fast rules. The, the technique that gives you runs is the right technique. So always remember that. So this is the mindset, and I think this guy Shams Mulani has this kind of mindset. So which is very exciting, which is in fact fascinating to see.
Thanks, Shamik. I think that was
Thank
a fascinating story, and I think a lot of our viewers will be happy to hear that. And it's true. I think you got to stick to your game, and you got to back yourself. So I think that's a brilliant story on your part. Bharat, Tanush Kotin, another player from that Mumbai fraternity, got some runs today. But let's talk about Riyan Parag. The hype around Riyan Parag. He managed getting some runs again, quick 37, but not being able to push on here. What's happening here? Because we've seen this in the T20 format, we've seen it in the ODI format. You're seeing it again in the domestic format right now. Those starts are coming, but not being able to capitalize.
Yeah, I thought he played fantastically well today until that he was out. So yeah, his technique was good, his shot making was good, everything was good. But you have to always remember that somewhere I would respect the bowler as well a bit. See,
Yeah.
he was smacking Arshdeep Singh everywhere. Agreed, but you still have to respect the bowler. Is an international level bowler. Even if you don't think highly of him, even if the batter doesn't think highly of him, he's still an international level bowler. So I think that is where perhaps somewhere it's going against Parag. There's nothing harmless, away going delivery, angled away delivery, but it was not meant to be driven like that on the up. So he tried to drive and got out somewhere. Not too sure. He respected the bowler there. As far as Kotian, yeah, that was a good innings, and his battle against Saurabh Kumar, I think, was one of the underrated highlights of that India game, because Saurabh Kumar was trying everything, throwing the kitchen sink at the batter to lure him out. Sometimes going wide of the crease, sometimes he was bowling this armor at 90 kilometers per hour. Then he was fighting it, deliciously fighting it. And finally, the bowler had the last laugh, but Kotin also scored 50 runs.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
you're right.
is the highlight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the Bharat. Shami, before we end the show, we'll just talk about that bowling display and the performance by, the other team. Yeah, Harshit Rana, 2 wickets. Kavarappa, 2 wickets. Ashdeep Singh, 2 wickets. Saran Jain, 1 wicket. Saurabh Kumar, 1 wicket. So good bowling performance. 288 for 8 India A. So they've done pretty well here. But what do you make of that performance?
See, I expect both Harshit Rana and Kavarappa to be part of the India A squad to their tour down under later this year. Harshit Rana is a serious talent. He has proven his mettle in domestic red ball cricket. As far as white ball cricket is concerned, the only thing is, can he bowl long spells? Can he stay fit after bowling long spells? That is the only question. He has the game, but it's about his ability to bowl long spells. I think selectors will send him to Australia with the India A team, and there is a chance also he could be drafted into the senior squad as well, because in Australia the team management would like to have a pool of fast bowlers. The selectors have already showed that by picking up Yash Dayal. They were searching for a left-arm seamer, and Yash Dayal's ability to bowl long spells that clinched the deal for him over Arshdeep Singh and Khalil Ahmed. So Yash Dayal, the selectors have already included him in the test squad for the first test against Bangladesh. And in Australia, the idea is to create a pool of fast bowlers, and Harshit Rana strongly is strongly in the scheme of things. And I would be surprised if you will go to Australia with the A team, and I will not be surprised if he gets into the senior squad as well as a cover, or at least as a backup.
Again, I will just add a point to it about
Sure,
Ashit
Bharat,
Rana.
sure.
The first two spells, whatever I watched, I didn't watch his third spell. The first two spells, whatever I watched, if he bowls like that, then I think he deserves to be on the plane to Australia, because he's hitting the pitch hard. He was extracting C movement. He was getting bounce. He was bowling 144, 145 kilometers per hour. So bounce plus pace plus decent control. If that is how he bowls, I think he deserves a place in the Australian in the Indian squad, main squad for the Australian series, not just the ATP. If this is how he's going to bowl.
Yeah, interesting observations there were both our guests. And on that note, thank you both for joining. Lot to play for tomorrow as well. Interesting game. Lot to see from the youngsters, experienced players as well. So stay tuned to Respo. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you all again tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Thank you, Shaman. Thank you, Bharat. Have a great day ahead, and we'll catch you all as well tomorrow. Thank you.